Freedom! 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 It's Freedom Day, YouTube, and that means it's time for a Freedom video. No channel PSAs, no nothing, just right into Legos and Freedom. Now, what exactly is a Freedom build, you may ask yourself? Well, I'll tell you. I've been watching this show called Jack Ryan, and I've been pretty inspired to create some rad Lego things. Here's the plan. This just in, it's plan time.
The plan.
The build will be broken into 3 steps. Step 1 will be the bridge. This bridge will run the span of the MOC one way, and it will be a centerpiece of the MOC. The second piece is the river. The river will run under the bridge and through the whole MOC. And then on either sides of the river in phase 3, there will be jungle. Now this MOC will all be a catalyst for a rad-tastical story. Over here on the bridge, we will have 3 cars that will be the president's caravan. He will be riding up there, presidenting. However, over here, these 3 little black dots are terrorists. They're gonna be trying to attack the president's caravan, but not so fast, because over here on this speedboat, American bosses are coming to stop them and save the day. That's the basic plan. Now let's get into minifigures and then building. First step, minifigures. These are going to be representing our terrorist people, so watch out for bad guy number 1, bad guy number 2, and Gerald, especially Gerald. He's got a bad history of stealing people's vegetables. These 3 will be playing as our Navy SEALs. Well, 2 of them are. These 2 are our SEALs / Black Ops team. This is our CIA analyst, Jack Blyan, not copyright. Now I know you've all been wondering, but Brick Nerd, who will be playing our beloved president? Well, that will be the minifigure of James Bond. Yes, James Bond will be playing the president, also known as George W. Budweiser. Without any further ado, let's get building. Alright, here's what we've got for the river. I was going to start studding it up, but then I decided that I was going to leave that until I had the banks in place and I knew where the boat was going to go. Alright, now that that's done and I know where everything's going to go, I think it's time that we start building us a bridge. I think I'm going to build the road on top out of light or dark tan. Not dark tan, gray. And then I'm gonna build the rest of it out of dark tan. All right, without further ado, let's get cracking.
Rewind selector, rewind selector, rewind selector. Rewind selector, rewind selector, rewind selector.
Not quite finished, but I'd figure I'd let you take a break from that time lapse and see what's going on here. As you can see, I've gotten the supports for the bridge up, and I've gotten the main body of the bridge in place. As you can see, it can stand and hold the president's car all by itself. I've decided it's just going to be 1 car because I can't fit 3. Yeah, it's structurally stable. It looks pretty decent. All that's left to do now is tile off this road, which is going to be a pain. But I'll do it. All right, here we go. And here is the bridge. You can see I've drawn this little line sort of separating the two sides of the road. Unfortunately, that didn't go very well, seeing as the car overlaps it. But it's fine. Over here, I've set the, I'll come around if you can get a better look, but I've set the bomb that the terrorists are attempting to use to take out the president right there on the bridge. So it's there in all its big hunky glory. And then beside it are a bunch of rock-looking things that I've really just used to cover up studs because I ran out of tile. It's fine, though. So yeah, that's going to be the main centerpiece of the bridge. Now I'm going to do the jungle on this side, which should be relatively easy. And then the jungle on this side. This is the side that'll have the terrorists on it. All right, let's get into that. And here are the forests. I didn't have enough vegetation pieces to do trees and stuff on this side, so I decided that I'm gonna put the guys over here instead and just have this part be sort of dead and matted down. The next step is to lay all the studs and junk in the river, and then place the boats and minifigures, and then this Freedom Mock should be done. All right, let's lay some studs. And here it is, the final form of the Freedom build. All right, if we take a look over here, we have our friend Jack Blyan leaning out the side with his trusty Mauser pistol. And his two Navy SEAL friends are leaning out there with their M4s. One of them, as you see, has already eliminated this terrorist who was holding a machine gun. And the other quickly took out and is now training his firearm on, he took out this guy who was holding the cell phone. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There it goes. He was holding the cell phone that would have detonated that. Unfortunately, he was quickly removed. And this guy is, this guy has his gun trained on him, so he is not going anywhere. That is it for that corner of the mock. Now moving up here, we have, once again, the president's vehicle, which if you take off the top, he is riding next to his Secret Service driver, who is looking mighty rad and is definitely not a bad cop minifigure from LEGO Movie. And they are right on this bomb, so it was a very close call, but the president is going to be safe. That'll be pretty much it for the build of the mock, so let's get into our outro. All in all, this mock was a pretty good way to spend Freedom Day, if I do say so myself. It took a little while, but it was definitely very much so worth it. Glad to be back at the studio and building again after a good long break. And I'm hoping that my next few builds will be just as good as this one, especially since I'll have more time to work on those. I know at least I am still waiting to finish the James Bond MOC, but it is coming. The door update will be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. And I think that's all I've got to say. So make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Leave a comment down below if you want to put your input on whatever I'm doing next. And until then, stay nerdy, YouTube. Bricks out.